Good morning guys and welcome to Life of Pi from the back of an e-bike in Bagan. We're heading back out for sunrise, so going to the same temple as yesterday. Let's go and check out what the sunrise is like from there. Guys, so after a pretty decent sunrise and a short drive, we are now at Bagan I, which is one of the big temples. Check it out. It's pretty huge. Beautiful looking temple. And we came by this one the other day, but we didn't actually go in it, so now it's time to go in it. So once you get inside the big temple, it's pretty much the same as all the other temples. There's kind of 4 outer walkways with giant gold Buddhas, which you can see now, and loads of little small Buddhas, which you can see over my shoulder. And it's pretty similar to all the others. Unfortunately, you can't climb this one. There's certain ones you can climb, certain ones you can't. And once you get inside them, they are pretty similar. So have a quick walk around this one, but I'm not going to show you much more because all there is to see is the gold Buddhas and this kind of outside walkway. The temple is magnificent from the outside, but then you get inside and there's not a lot you can see, just kind of gold Buddhas. So probably on to the next one. This is the next temple we're going to check out. It is massive, and we saw it in the skyline in the distance and followed these really, look at how beautiful that temple is. We followed these real small little dirt tracks that we're on now, and they all came through a village and ended up right at this little, well, this massive temple. So let's go and check it out closer. Guys, so this massive temple that we saw from afar is Bagan I, and it was built by King Naruthu in 3 years in the 12th century. It's amazing to think that this massive temple, which is the biggest temple in all of Bagan, was constructed in only 3 years. Look, inside the temple you've even got the original artwork. So here's some scripture written on the side of the wall, and there's an image of a bull, which is really cool. And then all of the paintings around the edge of the kind of entrances. These all date back to 1100s, and all the paintings on the side of the wall as well. It's amazing. This is all from the 12th century, so 1160s-ish. And it's still kind of standing. So here's some more of the original artwork, and it is incredible that this is still, you know, almost 1,000 years later. 900 and odd years later, and there's still these 3 paintings of Buddha sat on this back wall. It's like a maze in here. It's absolutely incredible. So hidden in the corner of one of the corridors in this temple is a staircase that you can climb to the top. Oh shit. So we're going to climb it up. So the stairway gets you halfway, and then you've got this tiny little ledge that you've got to climb to the other side of it with. So we're going to try and find another stairway. If all else fails, we'll go across this death ledge. It turns out the death ledge is about as far as you can get up the temple, and it's good timing because a whole tour group of people has just turned up. So we managed to go through the entire temple and there was no one here. Amazing temple. This is one of my favourites, so I would highly recommend coming and checking out this one. Now on to the next one. So here we are at the next temple, and what you may see behind me is that it's blocked off by bamboo and a sign saying please do not enter. Whoops. I think you can climb this one, so we're going to walk in and have a look. This is the entrance to it. and it's just around the corner from the biggest temple that we were just at. So maybe we can get up this one. And yes, we can get up this one. Here's the staircase. Really small, cramped staircase, but it leads up to the top. And here's the view from the top. Absolutely magnificent. You've got some of the big temples over there that we visited yesterday. Then that's the biggest temple in Bagan that we were just at. And the views all over. You can just see right across the Bagan plain. It is absolutely magnificent. So after climbing that temple that you definitely weren't supposed to climb, we're now just cruising back through the dirt tracks towards New Bagan and seeing if there's any temples on the way that we can stop off at. But literally everywhere you go, there's a temple. So there's a temple right next to the road. And we're going to go see what others there are. And now we've come down to a little restaurant. So Bagan I restaurant is where we are having lunch, and it's pretty cheap. It's about 2,000 per dish, which is for Bagan really quite cheap. So going to grab some cheap lunch and then head back out and explore some more. So after a lunchtime pit stop, we've come down just by the river to one of the temples that's just on the river. So the river is massive and really fast flowing, and there's a temple right on it. So we're going to walk in and have a look. So I mentioned the river was fast flowing. Hopefully you can make it out on camera. That river is gunning it down, and it's massive. This is the Irrawaddy, and because it's monsoon season, it's even bigger than normal. So here's the temple by the river, and there's scaffolding all up on it because they're probably making repairs. If you look over there, there are ropes running up and down, and they're filling up a bucket and sending it back up, and then there's a guy at the top making repairs. I'm starting to realise that it is pretty much just temple after temple for you guys, because that's what Bagan is. One temple to the next, and each of the temples is pretty unique and pretty cool, but then at the same time a lot of them are pretty similar, and pretty much all of the writing about the temple is in Burmese. So it's only the main big temples that have English writing. So we're at another temple now. There's restoration work going on out there, and they're dropping bricks on my head, which isn't very good. We're gonna have another wander around this temple and then on to the next one, same as always. So inside this temple is this ginormous lying Buddha, and it stretches for absolute miles all the way down there, and I cannot get further away from his face than that. Within this temple there are 3 gigantic Buddhas. This is number 3. So we're back kind of in the centre of Bagan, looking at some of the temples that we were at earlier. There's the big white one directly behind me that we went to this morning briefly, and this one is a Hindu temple, which is the only Hindu temple in Bagan. So we thought we'd stop here and have a quick look. So unfortunately, as you can see, there's loads of scaffolding, so you can't actually go inside, but there is a really cool photo coming up of Vishnu, Shiva and Rama. So we thought we'd come back to Ananda Fire because it's one of the most beautiful temples, but when we came here on the first day it was absolutely packed with people, so I didn't really get to take that many photos or anything like that. So let's check out Ananda Fire, which is, as I said before, one of the most beautiful temples in Bagan. So inside Ananda Fire there's 4 gigantic Buddhas, gold Buddhas on each of the corners, and then all throughout the walls you've got hundreds of smaller Buddhas that kind of line all of the walls. And I wouldn't say this was the most beautiful, personally, but it's pretty cool. Now from the inside, as I said, it's not that special, but the outside of this temple is absolutely fantastic. All of the carvings all around the corners, on the edges, the gold stupa right at the top, the little carvings of the lions on each of the corners. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm in search of the best area to get the sunset view, and unfortunately it's so cloudy, you've got no sunset. So we're giving up, no sunset today. Let's retire back. Night bus to Kalau tonight, so this is going to be another fun night bus. But let's get back to the hotel, get the bags and then get on a bus. Guys, so back at the hotel, just picking up my bags. That is going to be it from Bagan. We've got a night bus to Kalau tonight, 18,000 Chet, and it gets us into Kalau at about 4 in the morning, which isn't ideal, but that's the way of the world. So we can sleep on the bus. I'm going to go just wait for the bus to pick me up,
jump on the bus. I'll see you guys tomorrow in Kalau. I hope you've enjoyed this tour of Bagan. Give it a thumbs up if you have. Remember to hit subscribe. Until tomorrow, guys, peace out.